Good day to you, folks. This is Doug Rice. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show, the return of TDRS. And for God's sake, buckle up, folks. I'm out here in Phoenix, Arizona, near South Mountain. I'm in a park, and I've decided to come out here, kind of give you my take on what I see happening to this country and how bad it is about to get. I've waited almost a year to do a show, actually over a year, and one of the reasons that is because I've listened to what everyone else is saying, and I wanted to come up with the best response, the best take that I can make on what I see going on. And when I tell you to buckle up, when I tell you to prepare for what's about to happen in this country, I mean it unequivocally. I mean it in a way that most really can't imagine. Fact of the matter is, folks, these people are retrograding. They're going back into themselves, their original position of white nationalistic racism. And now they're slanting toward the very individuals they fought a world war to defeat, the Nazis. They're embracing a new kind of white supremacy wrapped in neo Nazism. Donald Trump taking the lead, and of course, Elon Musk a close second. That's what I see. That's what I see happening. And we're going to go over some of it today as I make sure to keep a close eye on all of my surroundings, something I hope each and every one of you is doing on a daily basis. I want you to understand that Nazism, the German Third Reich, did not spring up overnight. This was a gradual occurrence. This took time. And the same can be said for what we see happening here. The United States of America is now more free in its expression of white supremacy, given permission by Donald Trump to express it in every way they seem fit to do. And we, you and I, Negroes, are going to fast become the new Jews to be persecuted. It is going into a slant that cannot be ignored. And if all you have to do is take a look at what's happening on X, formerly known as Twitter, the right wing white nationalist fervor that's taking the country by storm is best expressed in what you see there. Kanye West is doing himself no favors, extolling the virtues of Adolf Hitler, and the response that he's getting is just direly upsetting. It's an attack on a way of life defeated long ago, now being embraced by individuals who seem giddy at the prospect of a fourth Reich. You would think the losing side of that story might be dissuading to those who feel privileged enough to embrace it. But no, no, they don't. They don't see the loss as something that they need to avoid. They feel in this point it's something that they need to embrace. And as happened in World War II, we can expect the same end to the same kinds of people. But to get from here to there will cost a lot of lives. A lot of folks will be murdered and killed, destroyed, to prove yet again that white supremacy is something they should avoid. But you can feel it on them now. You can see how emboldened they are. Just a few days ago, I believe, in Cincinnati, they decided to show their lily white asses, extolling the virtues of the swastika, and were run off as cowards tend to do when they are confronted. But to imagine that these individuals would have the temerity to display a flag and just use the expletives to describe the people approaching them in a manner that really has no consequence for them. I understand when the police got there, they were told that folks that approached these cretins were told that they had every right to uh, to to express their Nazi beliefs. No laws were broken. And that's really what we're facing, folks. We're facing white society giving itself permission to be as ugly as they can be. And let me tell you, the ugliness never left these creatures. The ugliness of their entire society has been embedded and suppressed over the years, festering within them, ready to make a showing as they are set to do. And if you are not in full preparation to be as far from these dangerous Edomites as you can, then you have already lost the battle. You've already succumbed to their whims. They intend a full scale war against Negroes, against us. They have absolutely no shame. They have absolutely no proclivity toward giving the rest needed from these kinds of events. And it's a sad day that these individuals are about to express. But to kind of give you an overview of what I've been going through over the last few years, I see a slight transition toward a move that ensures I am somewhere else when the time is needed. And let me tell you, you have to be elsewhere to be out of the grasp and out of the reach of these heathens. I sense and see when I look at them that there is absolutely no good in these individuals. They are rotten to the core. They've long oppressed Negroes and others that are not like them to a point of mental fracture. And now, with nothing left but their own hate, they are fast becoming a danger to everyone that does not look like they look. I would give the advice to all Negroes that if you can't prepare to be elsewhere already. Don't give yourself any leeway in maintaining as far a distance from these beings as you can have. They are a lethal group of Neanderthals. And again, you can see it on their faces. You can see it as they go about their day, the anger, the frustration. You can see the fact that they hate Negroes without cause, and they want this to be a whites only country. They so desperately want white supremacy to be the order of the day. And the fact is if they were ever to get what they wanted, they would simply destroy themselves. Because without someone to hate, they would not have any way of releasing that which drives them to madness. They simply would they would self self emulate one another. I think that's the word I'm trying to get out. So I'm out here again, Phoenix being one of the cesspools of white supremacy and how they express themselves. This is too a dangerous area and dangerous position to be in. And I'm looking left, right, all around me. I got people that are they're so enthralled and involved in everything that Negroes are doing. You would expect that these individuals would leave us what they call the fuck alone. But they don't do that. They don't know how to do that. They mind everybody's business except their own. And even now, their children are as dangerous as they are. They raise these demons to do just as they do. And it is your responsibility as Negroes in this country to keep yourself as safe as possible. Hopefully, you'll have the good sense to steer as clear from them as possible. They are absolutely no good. They don't mean any good to anyone, and they never have. Seeing anyone that doesn't look like them draws suspicion, their ire, their anger, and I, for one, would advise all Negroes in this country to be as distant as you can from these beings as they go about the turn of the worm so that they are able to uh, self destruct, which is really the hope that we have. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing well, I hope. Everybody keeping your head on a swivel. Make sure you never leave anything to chance. Give yourself the best opportunity to survive this melee, this oncoming slaughter that they wish so desperately to have. They continue to ire on about a race war that they want to have with Negroes. I say, let them have it amongst themselves. Let them give it to themselves. Allow themselves to be the ones that they destroy, and keep as far from them as you possibly can. The moment that you recognize them for what they are, they become even more lethal, become even more dangerous. So, again, I appreciate your tuning in. You're giving me a moment of your time. This is Doug Rice.